Yes,
So
sir. Now,
basically, yeah. So basically, what we will do, right? Since we already started and covered, right, all the steps, the task, right? So in this environment, we will do repeat again, okay, all these steps, but in a quickly manner, so that we will
okay, sir.
come to at this stage and we will, proceed, move forward. Okay. So it
Okay, sir.
makes sense. Okay. So we'll repeat again, so that it will be, again, for you a repetitive task, but it makes sense, right? So that you have, other overwhelming experience, right? So let's take an example, user creation. So user creation, all these we know, right? So I will not go. I will start from the business unit. Okay. So same business unit we will configure so that it makes sense for us. Okay. So let's begin with
Oh,
the quick setup. Okay. So first we'll go to the setup and maintenance. We'll go to the financials. Okay. In the financials, we'll go. So let's start with the manage business. So let me click that. Okay. So I will not cover, the entire, but, we'll quickly just do the setup. Okay. So that we don't have the
okay,
challenges.
sir.
Okay. Okay. This is what the location is. And let me create separate. Okay. So what we have done the ABB Limited. That is what the name and location we have tagged. Okay. That is our BU. Okay. Now save and close. So data set, we will utilize the common set. Is there, I think. So common set that we have utilized. Okay. Now we'll go to the assign business unit business functions. Okay. So let's do that. So we have created our BU, that is our ABB Limited. Let's select that. Okay. And now we'll enable the business functions. Laser, we will, so let me search with the laser. Okay. So we have done. Let me enable all the business functions. Okay. Enable below legal entity, then the profit center will come. Okay. So what we have done, we'll say yes. So what we have done also business function. So we have done business function. Okay. That we have completed as a task. Okay. What next? Manage business unit, set at assignments. Okay. So let's see that. Over here, what we have to do, we have to come to the customer. So let's check that customer account relationship that we have to set as an enterprise, and account site also we have to set as an enterprise. Other reference data set code we are not creating, we will utilize the common across the legal entity. If there is a business requirement, then only we will create new and configure the same. Okay. So we have done the manage set assignment set. Okay. So BU assignment set that we have done. Okay. Now after that, what we need? We need, you know, the manage item or manage inventory or okay, we'll quickly create one item class for reference and we'll create items. Okay. Complete receiving parameter, shipping parameter. Okay. OM setup. Okay. So let's begin with all the configuration. Okay. So we have done the assignment set. Facility shift we will utilize. So let's check if there's any existing facility schedules that we will utilize. Okay. Because that is required for us in order to create the manage inventory organization. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let's validate. So we'll save couple of time. Okay. I think we can utilize, let's see if we have, okay. So this is what the calendar that we can utilize, BP schedule. Okay. So let me, schedule is also BP schedule. Okay. All right. So we have done that. All right. Now coming. So first, what we will do, we'll create the item. So let's move to the manufacturing and supply chain and we'll create the organization. We go and type manage item. Okay. So manage item organization. Let me create plus and now we can enter the name. Okay. So we'll say ABB. Now what we have written, let me ABB IM. Okay. So that we will utilize. Okay. Business unit. So we have ABB, that is our view, and now legal entity. So that is also coming. Now location. So we have created location, right? Okay. That is what the location that we have created. Now click on next. Now item master. So that is our ABB IMO and we'll say save it loss. So we have done, the setup of item organization. Correct? Let me,
Correct, sir.
let me note done. That is also done. Now inventory of correct. So let's begin with the inventory of inventory of. So manage inventory organization. Click on plus. Again, what we have defined? We have defined ABB INB 01.
And
So
one.
yeah, so let's use the same. Okay, business unit ABB Limited. Okay, view location that is also coming by default. Legal entity. So that is our India legal entity and profit center is coming by default. Now next. So item master, we have our ABB IMO, and this is the definition of that. Facility schedules. So what we have copied? We have copied the BP schedule, correct? So let's use that. So that we have utilized the BP schedule. Now negative balances, so that we have to remove. So what we are enabling? Use original receipts. Yes. Then automatically cancel sales back order. Automatically cancel transfer order, which is going to be back order. So those attributes you can enable if you would like to, you know, cancel whenever there's a transfer order going to be back order, it has to be cancelled. So only then enable these flags. Okay, we'll enable only use item current cost. Then this plan. Okay, this plan, since we are completing the supply chain, so there is a no need to enable the manufacturing plan. If there is a specific, then we have to go ahead with that approach. Okay, so what we will do? So overpicking, we are not enabling. Allow overpicking for special handling, we will not do. Automatically populate picked quantity during the pick confirm. Yes, that I want. And then additional information, nothing required. Save and close. Okay, so we have created one inventory of, okay, that is our ABB INV 01. Correct? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Now, what we'll do in order to create, okay, so first we will define the location, okay, because we have to perform the transfer order, other stuff, right? So we'll create two inventory of so that our entire setup can be done. So manage location, and in the manage locations, so we'll create or maybe we can duplicate. So location, what location we have? We have the India BU location. That location code we can search. Okay. Now what we'll do? So we have India location. So first we will, correct this. Okay. So let's create our location. So we'll create two new location. Okay. So let me create ABB INV 01. Okay. That is our location. And we'll tag ABB INV 01. Okay. So you have to make sure whatever the location that belongs to your inventory organization, you must assign your inventory organization to your location code. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, country, let's utilize the United States. No problem for us. Let's search the zip code. So let me search if any code will come. Okay. So let's use any of the location. That's fine. Okay. This is what get populated. So we'll say ANV. Okay. And then we will submit this. So we have created. Now say yes. Okay. So we have created new location code. Now we'll create another location code. So what we have created location ABB INV 01. and ABB INV02. Okay, that two location code we will create. Okay. Okay. Now we'll save the description. So inventory organization that we have not created. So once we create, then we'll do this association again. Again, we'll come back on this screen. Okay. So let's search the chip
So,
code.
sir, in inventory organization, when we create,
Uh-huh.
so we have to give the same name of the location too.
No,
It
no,
is
no, no.
mandatory.
No, no, no. See, location code could be, this is the location. Let's take an example, okay? If we talk about in India, right? So you have location codes, legal location code, right? So that code name you can put. Why I am using it just for the distinguishing that I have assigned this location code to my particular inventory organization. That's why I have created
Okay.
for the demo
Okay,
purpose.
got it. Okay.
But you have to, when you are configuring or creating the location, so that will be done by the HRMS team. If HRMS team is not there, then financial team will do. If they are
Okay,
also
sir.
not there, then you have to, as a supply chain consultant, you have to ask to the business that, okay, this is your warehouse. Okay. But for this warehouse, what will be your legal location address? So, and what will be the code that I have to use? So, whatever they will provide, then you have to ask the name, then code, then description that it is belongs to, which warehouse, right? Then you have to select the country, which country you are working for, right? And then you have to, fill out all the details. Got that? Then official language, then email, geography detail, right? These are done by the HRMS team. If they are not there, then financial team must do. If not, then as a supply chain, you have to ask because this is a mandatory setup for us. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. So we have done. Okay. Now we'll say ABB INV 0. Okay. And we'll say submit. So we have created another location code. So these location code only we will utilize for our setup point of view. So let's move to the inventory org. Okay. So manage inventory organization. ABB INV INV01. Okay. Then plus. Now location we will change to ABB INV01. Okay. Got it? So that is what the association we have done. All right. And save and close. Now we'll create another inventory of. So let me create that. ABB INV02. ABB INV02. Okay. ABB Limited. Then the legal entity we have selected and ABB INV02. That is what the location that we have defined. Okay. Click on next. Okay. Now item master. So item master will be ABB IMO. And this is definition organization for ABB inventory. Okay. Then BP schedule. So let me search with the BP. So that is what our calendar. Use disable the allow negative balances. Use current item cost. And then we'll move to the next item sourcing where we will just enable the automatically populate pick the quantity during pick confirm and save and close. So we have done the inventory action as well, right? So whatever the minimum setups required, right, or the attribute, right, we will enable only this time. Okay. Anyway, I've explained the entire in past calls. So let me ABB search with the ABB. So ABB and then correct the record. So what we have to do? We have to so ABB INB02. That is our warehouse code. Correct? So we have done the acquisition. So these are the mandatory setups. Okay, that we have done. So we have done with the inventory organizations as well. Okay. Now what next? Right. We need sub inventories as well. Right. Before we initiate a shipping parameter, other setups. Right. So what we need sub inventory, and locator. So this time we will utilize, the standard structure. Okay. So now let me change ABB INV01. Okay. So we'll create. So what mandatory is required? So we will define raw mat. Okay. Locator control. So previously defined, we will utilize. Okay. So now if you notice that, right, it's triggered, right? It's triggered because our organization is not enabled as a locator control. That's why system won't allow us, right? So that we have to do that. Okay. So let's go back. Okay. So we'll complete that also quickly. Inventory of. Okay. And we'll search with the BB. And B01. Next. Okay. So locator can be determined at the severity level. Save and close. And for the 2 as well, we have enabled. Next. And now we'll enable it. So if you are enabling back, right? Once you create it, at that time you have not defined and you are enabling back, the system will prompt you message. Altering the locator control is only allowed on newly created subinventories. Okay. Existing subinventory created without locator control may not be updated or use locators. Okay. So system will prompt you the message. Okay. So since we have not created any subinventory, so there is a no impact for us. Okay. So we'll say save and close. So we have done that. Now we'll quickly move to the sub-entry and locator. Okay. Sub-entry and locator, let's define. So raw, mat, and then locator previously defined. Now locator structure. So this time we will use the structure. We can use any of the structure. Maybe we can use this structure. Okay. And we'll say save and create another. Okay. Now another one is stage that we will utilize. For this, we don't want, any locator to be created, and we'll say save and close. Okay. So we have created only 2. Now raw mat. So we have to define the locators. So manage locators. Now we'll define the locator. So row bin. So R1. Now bin, that is B2, and type is this, that is also a storage location only, and save and close. So we have created one locator. That's fine. Anyway, we have done, locator to locator, subinventory to subinventory transfer as well earlier. Correct. So we'll not repeat all those. So let's move again to the inventory organization 2, where we will define again same. So raw. So minimum 2 inventory, 2 subinventory code is required. So that we are defining. Now this time for this inventory organization, I will not define any locators. Okay. So let it be. Okay. Now stage. Stage will remain, the same. So save and close. So we have done the subentry code as well. Okay. So that we have done. So we have done this subentry and locator is also done. Correct. So you see, right, how fast. So once you know all these steps, right, all the tasks, you can do, immediately vanilla setup. There is a no much time is required. Okay. Now what next, right? We have to define receiving, right? Receiving parameter. So let's define the receiving parameter. Okay. So manage, because you have to perform the receiving, right? So let's begin with the configuration. So I don't want, any exception. So let it be none. Okay. And this is also let it be none. That is also none. I want direct delivery. Print receipt traveler. Yes. Include closed purchase order for the receipts. No. Allow routing override. Yes. We can override. Print all this document. Publish the transaction business events that we have to enable, and allow, the defaulting of lot, right? If you have the ASN and all, right, then only you can do that. And now defaulting lot and serial number from transfer order. So that, yes, we can enable, so that whenever we are performing, system will default the lot and serial numbers. Okay. Auto create delivery for expense destination. Auto create delivery for power locations. Okay. Now generation. So we'll say automatically. Now this has to be numeric, and we'll say this is start series with the 1000. Okay. Now receipt routing, that is also direct, and this has to be validate, restricted, and validate. So this is what the entire we have done this setup. Now we'll say save. So that we have defined for the ABB INB 02. Now we'll
02.
change the organization 01, and we'll quickly do the same setup. So none. Okay. Direct delivery, print. Yes. Process line together. Override, print, publish. And then the allow defaulting lot for the transfer order. Generation automatic, numeric. Now this will start from the 2000. Okay. We'll say direct delivery, restricted, and validate. Okay. So we have done, okay, let's do. We have done the receiving parameter as well. Correct? So that is also we have done completed. Now what next? Shipping parameter. Correct? So let's define with the shipping parameter. Shipping parameter. Okay. Shipping parameter. So first we are into the ABB INB 01. Okay. So enforce, just disable this. Okay. Enforce shipping method means until unless you enter the shipping method, system won't allow you to ship confirm. Okay. So this flag will enforce to enter the shipping method. Okay. Ship confirm rule. So we'll see that ship confirm rule. Okay. So ship confirm rule, we will, define our rule, and then we will, configure. Now wait, we'll say to the wait. So let's see if they have a finance system. Okay. Let's create. Class is also, they have the volume. So let's take a one. Okay. And then packing unit capacity method. So if you have put it the weight, then you have to enter the weight. If you put it the quantity, system won't, Okay, we have to. Okay, all right. Let's finish this shipping parameter. Then I will, send you another link, right, where you can join back. Okay. Now quantity.
Okay, sir.
So if you enter the quantity, then system won't, give you the warning exception. If you selected volume weight, then system will prompt you the warning, because at that time those details are mandatory, become mandatory. Okay. Now release sequence. So that also we will, use. So for now default, and this is for the order number. Okay. Now stage. So that we have defined a stage. Then create shipments. So enter, Now, what we'll do? Publish and then allow future ship date. Yes. So if any order belongs to future, we can do the shipping. So we are good with the setup. Okay. Let's save this. And quickly before we have another meeting invite, we'll complete this. Okay. Now for this also we will disable future. Yes, we want transaction events. We want, then we want it to be quantity and then weight and then volume. Now coming to the sequence. So that is our default order number and then stage. Okay. So we have done with the setup of shipping parameter. Correct. So we have completed that as well. Correct. Then inter or transfer, that also we will complete. Okay. So we have done, then item we have to create, we have to define the item class as well. Correct. So we have done with this setup. So before we can define the item class. So manage item class, we'll say root item class, and then we'll create another ABB item class. Quickly we will define. Okay. Now save and add detail. Okay. Now item management. Okay. Go to security. Item management. So what we will do? Item generation. So sequentially it will generate. So starting with 1, 0, 100. Prefix we will say ABB. Increment by 1. Okay. And then security. So over here, right, we have already done. So what we have to do? So there's a product data steward already there. Okay. So we'll click on plus, and in the group, sorry, person will try to search. Okay. Organization ABB INV 01. Okay. And then over here, the action, right, which you are facing every time challenges, right? So this is because it's a local. So we have to, assign all the actions. Otherwise, we won't be able to do that. Now, again, we will duplicate it. And this time we'll say this has to go to 02. And again, we'll duplicate and we'll say this is IMO. Correct? And when you duplicate, right, you will see that the entire action will get also copied. So we have done for the master, we have done for the 01 and 02 as well. Correct? We have done. Now we'll say save and close. All right. And click on that. So we have done the item class as well. So we have done. So we'll create, few items. But before that, we will complete other setups and then we will create the items as well. Correct? And before that, we'll complete the planning source system. Okay. So manage planning source system. So that we will do. Manage organization list, refresh it. And once you refresh, let's validate. So we have ABB. Okay. Okay. So our organization is still not coming. So let's provide the data access. Okay. So I will share quickly first the another meeting invite. Okay. And let me
Okay.
stop there.